build an animation like this, it has 3 basic steps to animation. The first step is momentum, which means you need to pull people in immediately to the animation. This is the speed, rising tension, something that draws the person in to continue to view. There needs to be something exciting, something of mystery, something that is wanting to be solved. The next step, number 2, is the payoff. This is the moment when you have a visual and emotional connection, when something clicks, makes sense, when there is impact happening. In this short animation, as you can see, there's 3 pieces of text and the logo. Each of these pieces, make an impact. They're like, boom, this is why you're watching, and this is why you continue to watch the animation, is to watch the speed, watch the dynamics, watch this animation. The third part of the animation is identity and call to action, and this happens at the end. You want your logo, your colors, your call to action at the end of the animation. The whole purpose of it is to draw them in, make an impact, an emotional connection, and then do your call to action with your logo at the end. And this animation all happens within 15 seconds. It's short form, and in the sports world, this is what you need to have, very short form, so they can, put this in the middle of a game, whether it be for a touchdown or a goal. The whole purpose is to be quick, to get to the point, to showcase the home team's dominance, etc. Quick couple of things about how I built this. This is all built in After Effects and using a whole bunch of 3D layers. The grass, let's talk about the grass for a minute. So the grass is actually a couple of different instances of silhouetted grass. And what I did is I layered that in 3D space, going back in depth in the Z space about 1,000,000 times, right? Obviously not exactly 1,000,000, but a ton of times. And then as you move the 3D camera over it, it makes that effect of zooming across the field with all of these grass blades flying by. Now, you need to have the grass cut out with the transparency alpha channel, and then you need to layer this 1,000,000 times. In this animation, it took so long to RAM preview because of all the instances of grass going back in 3D space that I had to pre-compile that, pre-render that, and then bring that piece back in as footage. Now, obviously, once you do a pre-comp render like that, you can no longer change camera actions or other things because then it won't sync up and look correctly. So when you do pre-comp and pre-render pieces like that, you should keep an original After Effects file that is still completely layered in case you want to go back and make any fine-tuned edits, adjust the camera speed, adjust the camera rotation, whatever it might be. Same concept for the text and the logo. These are 2D pieces in 3D space, in After Effects 3D space. And so you have a 2D layer, and to achieve the 3D effect, as you zoom through or past the letters, that you can see that 3D effect on the text. How that's achieved is the same concept as the grass. You have one layer of a 2D text, and then you multiply, duplicate that layer multiple times and offset each duplicated layer, maybe 10 pixels in the Z space. And so you might have, 50 layers just for each piece of text. And you're going to parent this to the main, you're going to parent all the duplicated layers to the main layer. And so you only animate the main layer of text coming down, and the other parented layers that make the extrusion on the text will follow that parented layer. And that's how you can achieve a pretty quick and easy three-dimensional look and feel purely in After Effects. It's all fake 3D using After Effects, and After Effects is 3D space. The stadium in the background is an image. Use AI to generate a stadium and as the camera is zooming down the field, have that slowly increase on your scale so that it's becoming slowly larger over the course of the animation. Anyway, that's a quick breakdown of how I made this animation, how it works. Hope that helps you guys. See ya in the next